All right, good morning. It is December 30th, 2025. We got today and tomorrow, trying to wrap up this year. So today I am at Amazon. I made it on time. Woo-hoo. And I am going to be picking up, hopefully. Otherwise, they'll send me home. If they send me home, I still get paid. But I'm here, I might as well work. So anyway, after that, my goal is to focus today on Amazon, Roadie, and Uber. And the reason I'm focusing on those three is those are all stuff that I can get instant payout, so that as I wrap up this year, trying to keep my books looking good, and I am going to cash out anything that I make this year so that it goes on to this year's books. And then, at the end of the week, I will probably focus more on like Spark and that kind of stuff. But for right now, that is what I'm working on. I also, I have a store that I run on the site. And the state is asking me some questions about it. So I responded to the state about my little store. It's a side hustle that I'm just starting off. And I made like $5,000 off of it this year. And so, they're wanting some more information to make sure I'm paying the right taxes. So, of course, the state wants its taxes. So, that's where I'm at. I am here with my main gig. Amazon's my number one customer of the year. And so, we are going to wrap this up. Okay, 40 packages this morning. Nothing too terrible. All right, so I picked everything up. I have just under 40 packages, like 36 stops, something like that. Anyways, so the first one is actually over on U-Stick in Caldwell. It's all Caldwell. Looks like it's pretty close together. I'm hoping to be done by 9 so I can go get Bridget and take her to work. But they're not due till 11, so even if I'm not done, I may go and get Bridget and take her to work. So, all right, we'll see what happens. All right, so it's 7 o'clock, and I have just pulled up to my first stop for Amazon. So I have these set up into quadrants. I have the first quadrant, which is the first 10, roughly, up in the front seat. Second quadrant, as the 11th through 19, is quadrant 2, it's right behind me. Quadrant 3 are the 20s. Quadrant 4 in the trunk is the 30s. So anyways, I finish this, I'll be 25% done. But let's go drop off the first package. All right, so I am about 20, I just delivered 21, so I'm over halfway. It is just about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing pretty well, actually. So I have been listening to the follow-up podcast that our church does. And this week, Joseph, the normal host, is on with Daxton. And they announced it on the podcast, and it's kind of common knowledge, but he is engaged to my daughter. And I'm really excited about this. And I have a piece to it also. That doesn't mean that, I'm not going to worry about him. She's my daughter. I'm just like all the other kids. I'm going to worry. I'm going to hope for their best. I'm going to try to help them where I can. But they're both Christian, which is really important to me. They're both involved in the ministry and the church, which is really important to me. And so I'm excited to see what God's going to do with them. But anyways, so it's been a good morning. I've just been delivering. So 20 some packages in an hour. That's not too bad. Right, I'm over here at MWE, which is Mack and Volvo. Picked up some Volvo parts. These are going over to Ontario. So that should be a good drive. I don't mind it. There's a Home Depot over in Caldwell at the new Home Depot that's headed up there too. I'm trying to get it. We'll see what happens. So it is just 15 minutes after 10 o'clock. And I actually took basically the 9 to 10 hour off. I went and got gas, only $25 to fill it up this time. It was like down to, like $2.50 a gallon at Walmart. I was like, sweet. And so, yeah, I am over here. I have picked up. I am headed over to Ontario. All right, well, today is a car parts day. We're getting interstate batteries and running them to Mountain Home. So I got the battery, it's back there. Going out to Mountain Home. Gonna enjoy this drive. Here should be the place that needs this battery. All right, so I am here picking up the lady. It's been a good day. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day. I had the Amazon first thing this morning. I finished it up early, went home, spent about an hour at home, took the wife to work. And then it's been a roadie day pretty much since then. I took auto parts over to Ontario, and then I brought auto parts back from Ontario to Boise. So I actually got paid twice for that gig. So that worked out really cool. And then over in Boise, I threw on a quick Uber, ran a double grocery order, and then I went to Goodwill, was kind of looking around, and then there was another parts order that came up, but this one was going over to Mountain Home. So I ran that one over. Excuse me, getting over a little bit of a cold. And then I did a couple of Ubers over in Mountain Home. Then I looked down at the time and I'm like, oh, it's after 4 o'clock. And my wife gets off at 5. So she's got off a little bit late today. It's like 5:40. But she stayed on the clock. So she's fine with that. But yeah, that's been my day so far. I got to take a look at my books and kind of go from there. But hopefully I'm done driving for the day.